Hey y'all, let's talk about some new Hobby Lobby stuff. Our Hobby Lobby has been getting new products lately. They had the new pit kits, and there's been a few of the newer cars that showed up lately. And my buddy Don went up to Columbia and hit all of those and bought everything he didn't see. And then he brought what he didn't want, he returned, or I traded him out of them. And so I'll show you what we got. First in, I'll do the T-Jets because that's the most of them. These two I picked up yesterday, which are the Willys Coupes in really nice colors. I'm not a big fan of T-Jets, but I'll buy them when they look cool. So, got those, both at our local Hobby Lobby. And then these are all the GT icons, that Ford GTO and the Cobra Daytona Coupe, which I think I got I got two versions of that one. The chrome one and the green one. And then, of course, the green Ford GT. Really, some really good finds there. And then I have another Grand Sport. Oh, that's what the chrome one was. It wasn't it was the Grand Sport, was the alternate version. But this first time I've seen them in our area, certain cars tend to disappear pretty quick. A lot of the Thunderjets. Here's the Chaparral from that same set, which I'm not a big fan of a Chaparral, but just the plain white one is pretty good. And then I got a Extraction Chrome Samba bus. It's the first time I seen the Samba bus there, so I went ahead and picked that up. And then off of eBay, I got the Target F1 body, and I took out a brand new current issue, the Johnny Lightning Special, and put the chassis on it. So that was a good find. I know these are kind of getting expensive, but I got this body and an AFX, AFX F1 that I put on, and here that one is. And I put it on a brand new Super G Plus, the either or chassis. You know, they have a clip if you're going to put it on a wide. But looks pretty good. This one seems kind of hard to find too. The yellow #2 Pennzoil. So that's. Oh, and then on eBay I got these go-kart kits, which seem pretty cool. They show up like this in plain plastic. This one came out of an 8-pack. I split them with my buddy Don. He's painting some. I'm doing some up, and they're 3D printed, so the bodies they got that chatter marks on it, but it's just a go-kart. So comes with the driver with a helmet molded on. Not a lot of detail on it, but I have a fix for that. The first one I did. So it's got a little motor here, but you can see pretty good on this white one where I detailed it a little bit. I'm assuming that's like an air breather box or something, I don't know. But it's got your motor over here and your muffler that runs around. So it's the driver's not glued in when you get it, which is a good thing, so you can paint the steering wheel and detail it out a little bit with the chrome pen. I use that chrome pen that Scott's always talking about. It's a pretty good one. It'll flow on you though when you first get it going, so you got to be careful. Then here's a blue one that I started the detailing on. I hadn't decided on. I ordered some decals today off of eBay. We'll see if they're the right size. So being go-karts, they're fitting on a Tyco 440. This is a Magnum chassis, one of the ones I rebuilt. But I replaced the driver with a driver from a 132 scrap body that I had. It was a racing car of some kind. I think it was one of the fly bodies that were doubled up, and I scrapped it out for spare pieces, but I just sanded it down. Had a real nice detail on the helmet, which makes it look pretty good. And then I painted just the top part of the rear of the chassis and around there to kind of extend the look of the go-kart frame. And then you'll see in the axle there, I took away that white bearing that's always in there. I was going to try 440, but the crown gear is too tight in there, so I just, or a HP7 crown gear stem is longer and it was too tight. So I just pulled off that white bearing and the wheels, and then I put some spacers in there to keep it from, it just barely has any play in the back, and it'll run pretty good. So I got to get some decals for this, and I'm going to finish it off with a Tyco flag, so that ought to look pretty good. Pretty neat. Looks like a project G-Bud might like. If he hadn't already bought some, I don't know. And then I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, these little cars and stuff are I think they're 25 bucks for 4, and then a little bit of shipping, or you can get 8 for, I think that was 50 total shipped. So they're 39 and then $8 and something shipping. Yeah, it's right around 50 after tax for 8 of them. And they fit really good, pretty sturdy. I weighed one in comparison to a 440 NASCAR narrow chassis, one of them Buick Regals. It weighed the same. It was 5 grams, both of them. Now this one will have more weight in the front than the other car because it's stretched out longer than the chassis. But these look pretty cool. So y'all give them a shot. Take care.